Hi there, friends. Let's take a quick look at how to mess around with vectors inside Figma so you don't have to go outside of Figma to use something like Adobe Illustrator to edit simple vectors. So I have this presentation I've been working on about sketching red routes, and I made a little, playing around with my typography here, I've made a little vector here. And so this little squiggle line, right? And to make a vector in Figma, you just go up to this tool here and you can, I used a pencil. And when you use the pencil, you can just free draw a line. So I'll just show you that, like just la la la, and just using my finger on the trackpad, not using a Wacom tablet or anything right now. So there you've got, now that is a vector right there. All right, now I'm going to select it and get rid of that, delete. So I've got this vector here, but I want to clean it up a little bit. So let me show you how to edit your vectors right here inside Figma. I love it so much. So let's select it. I'm going to click on there to select that. And then up here you have this little thing. If you hover over it, it says edit object. Let's click that. And now we get these little dots. Okay, that's the cool thing about vectors, is that they are actually made up of all these points. And so like you can edit every little piece of it. So I don't really like this bend here. Maybe I want this to be a little more smooth like we got up here. So I'm going to click on this point, and if I click and drag, I can move it all around, right? Now there's also these two little dots coming off of there, and I call them like wings. So these little wings, and if I move them around, you can see that what I'm doing is I'm adjusting the area around that point. And right now I've got these options here. For this point, I can mirror the angle for these wings, or I can mirror the angle and length. And so let's click that, and now it has to like refigure it, and the points are back. And now look at that. Okay, now the wings are moving angle and length together. Or if I want complete granular control, I'll click no mirroring, and now I can adjust each one independently. And for this one, I'm going to leave this as no mirroring because I don't need this to be a really symmetrical curve. And I'm just going to move this dot here, and then I'm going to bring this down here. And the more I drag it out, the more gradual that gets. And then I'm going to grab this little dot, move it up a bit, and grab these wings and kind of just bring them along there. And then I'm going to take this dot's wing, move it up a little bit like that. Now the curve is nice and smooth. And let's kind of fix this little one here as well. And move the point up a bit. And then this one as well. And I'm going to move this out a little bit. Move the point out just a teensy, and bring this down like that, like that. Move this out a little bit, bring this together a little bit, and boom. Ooh, look how nice and smooth that is. All right, let's back out and check it out. Ooh, I love it. And if I double click outside here, then it brings me out of that editing mode, and then I can go right back into the editing mode by clicking there. And that is how you can play around with your vectors and get them perfectly smooth just the way you like. One more thing, if you want to simplify this vector, let's say I have this extra dot here I don't really need. Well, I can just click it. I've got it selected. It's a little bigger than the other ones, and I can hit delete, and it gets rid of that. Now, oh no, we lost part of our vector. Well, we can just draw that back together, and then when you see the little connecting there, then now it's all one again. And now that's actually kind of cool, because what that does is it simplifies this vector image a little bit. The less dots that you have, the smaller file size you'll have, and the more simpler an image. So there you go. That's how you can play around with your vectors, draw it with a pencil, and then edit it. And then you can also play with the bend here, with the bend tool, which will just kind of like bend the whole line there for you. And that's going to create these wings if you don't already have them. And I'm going to hit Command Z because I liked the way it was before. All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully that's helpful, and have some fun. Share with me what you're creating with lines and vectors inside Figma. Have a great day. Bye-bye.